Another video, Treyway Zet. Some call me Zet, some call me Lil Zet. You know, some call me Trey. Whichever way fits for you, it's all good. It's all good. But let's get into this video. All right, so this video is a guide in this new event on Onigiri. It's the summer event. The summer is back around. For those that do not know, right now it's getting a lot colder. Where I live is actually on the east coast of the United States. And so on the other side of the world, where this game is originated in, is in Japan. And in Japan right now, they're going through a hot flash, I would say. They're going through their summer. So they're the complete opposite of our seasons. And so this is their summer event. That's crazy. So I'll show you guys around a little bit. I'm gonna run through the event. I'm gonna run through this event a little bit with some teammates. I mean, you can run with teammates or you can run by yourself. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna solo to show you that it's really not that hard. Nothing too crazy about it. So just need to get a couple. Let me see. I think I got like. Do I have 500? I probably got to get like 1,500 more. And it's not that hard to get. So for this event, you want to, when you jump into the game, you're going to be in Onigashima. Now, the first thing that you want to do is you want to find the festival grounds when you do get into the game. The festival grounds is located near the far left corner, coming down from Kinshinden, which is at the very top of Onigiri. But if you do start at the crystal that gives you entrance to the rift, then you want to definitely go towards the Oni's mace, and then to the right of the Oni's mace you will see this pink guy here, the conductor. He will take you on a train trip to the festival, which is the summer festival grounds in this event. Once you get here, you will see what's her name? Hideyoshi Toyotomi. She's all pink. Her nickname is Monkey Girl, I think. And so you'll see her, you'll talk to her. It's gonna bring you to talk to, I think, somebody else. But on that island over there's a separate island. There's like two separate islands. There's one that's smaller and the one that's a tad bit larger, but not quite as big as this one that goes to the train. And once you get there, then you just start the event. And there's some dungeons there that give you forbidden nails. Also there's a dungeon here that gives you watermelons. So in between the two dungeons, you know, it's not really hard. You just collect like 10. One of the rewards for part of the event is it starts you out with 1 scroll for a new Vanguard. I'm gonna show you that Vanguard now. Alright, so you want to scroll down, and this is a new version of Oda. It's the, well, I'm gonna say new, but it's new to me. It's basically a rain element Oda. So from there you can see some of the skills too. All of them are like rain skills, so that's really cool. I gotten 4 scrolls for so far. Either 4 or 3. Let me look. Can't remember. To check the awakening level, you just go right here. Yeah, I gotten 4 scrolls, 4 so far. And from here on out, I'm just gonna put more scrolls into her. So now I have 5 scrolls for her. Eventually, my goal is definitely to max her out so that she can have her full awakening. Rain element is my specialty on this build. I'm gonna show you, and I think she's more specific to like taking over that forbidden dungeon or whatever, or event. Hold on, let me see. No, not that. What am I looking for again? Oh yeah, I'm looking at I'm trying to show you my stats really quick to show you what I'm working with. All right, so is it skill force? No, it's not skill force. 425 is the skill force right now. Not bad at all. All right, yeah, I'm sitting at 220 rain element. I'm probably about to switch my equipment out. Switch this out. I want to switch it out for another silhouette, for my other silhouette. Where did it go? Where is my other silhouette? There it is. Alright, so I got all my silhouettes on now. Now I cap at 500. Also, I'm sitting at 250 rain element now. So anything that does rain element damage is gonna do a lot. Look at this stall too, to check it out. They got some really low price mags if you just need them. But anyways, let me get back into it. Okay, so from here from here you can see that I got a lot of rain element. So that rain element is going to help me out in killing a lot of things. Hopefully Oda's useful for me. So I'm gonna go back here and start feeding event items into my storage. And yes, I definitely plan to utilize all of these items you get from this event. I always make sure that I am taking all of the items and utilizing them. It's a lot of very useful things, like all these stones that I'm getting. Very useful. I'm a weaponsmith, so I love to collect stones. I love to utilize drop boosts to their full extent. And honestly, teaming up on dungeons like these can definitely be more beneficial for first time players. Let's see, okay. Alright, so let's see. I think that's about everything I wanted to put there. Hold on, let me look again. I'm gonna scan again because I know I've been getting a lot of prizes. That is definitely gonna help me out. I'm trying to make a completion. Like some drama going on. I'm gonna turn those chests into Moroku so I can have a clean inventory. Also want to check out his bargains. Alright, so from here, instead of running that watermelon dungeon, which is a time dungeon from that island we were just on, it's a time dungeon where, yeah, you can, you know, nothing really attacks you there, so you don't have to worry about that, but you do have to worry about having a fixed status. And if you do not kill things at a good rate, it's probably not best for you. But to get the most out of this event, I don't know if this is a broken aspect of it, but I'm taking advantage of it. Hopefully this is totally cool or whatever, but I'm just gonna take advantage of it. This is my strategy. So I hop into here, right? And I know for myself I can do the hard difficulty. If I did hell, it would take me a little bit of extra time to complete. But, you know, to be more efficient, I go ahead and select hard. The difference in how much you get per run isn't really too bad, especially if you add up all the time it takes to do it. So you figure out which difficulty is the best for you to complete and most efficient for you. If you have a team of people, more than likely the hell option is probably going to be a lot more proactive for you. But if you are soloing, it only depends on your power level and what you know that you can accomplish. I would give a test run first, is what I did. And ever since then, I knew for a fact that I could handle myself on hard soloing. I did hell with a partner, and I was very smart to do so because I found out that it was a lot more difficult for me to complete it on hell, and a lot more time consuming, which I don't want to run into that problem. Even though these dungeons aren't energy based, which I freaking love about this event, they are time consuming and very repetitive. When the bosses aren't really too much of a slouch, they can give you some problems if you don't know what you're doing. Another great thing about soloing is that you can just go at your own pace. You don't have to wait for anyone if you're too quick, and you don't have to rush if you are too slow in keeping up with the rest of your party members. Yeah, so in that aspect, solo players are more than likely winning this. This bout. but still at the same time, any way that you get it done, I would recommend hell only if you can, only if it's not a struggle at all. If it takes you a long time to complete hell, or you see that there's another difficulty that gives you a decent amount of forbidden nails, such as hard, I recommend hard for those that aren't just freaking tanks or are still developing their power. Me myself, I'm still working on becoming OP. I'm technically not OP right now. I'm still getting there. I gotta make a lot more weapons. I gotta level up some more. I gotta make more mags. I'm not in a terrible spot as far as power, but it still takes me a while considering all of that skill force you've seen. And when you seen it, it was at like 500 when I switched to all of my silhouettes. Alright, so for me, I'm at level 125. You seen my stats for the most part. I don't really use my Vanguard for the first battle. This is the first boss battle, the first wheel that you have to fight. You have to fight 2 wheels in this dungeon. Now, as far as the other Wanyuudou wheels, you know, all around Onigiri and other dungeons, as far as I know, that their weaknesses are lightning and ice. And pretty much any other element but fire. Because they use a lot of fire to kill you. Alright, so from here, I'm gonna go ahead and battle him without using my Vanguard swap. Also note that this boss, both of the bosses are Spectre bosses. You see that symbol right there in pink? It's meaning that this is Spectre nature type monster. Well, Spectre nature type being. And I'm using my El Sin right now. It doesn't do that bad. I want to keep him inside of that. I'm gonna block a little bit. I could definitely kill him a lot quicker with my rain, but I'm just showing you the other weakness. I'm gonna use rain on the other boss, but yes, it did give me, you know, a little battle right there. I'm not finished with this build, so I don't have that much vitality. I don't have too much defense as that is. But I did want to pull up those silhouette, put on all those silhouettes for the defense, so that I don't have to worry about it going into that final battle. It's a very strange dungeon for people that are not used to it. Just keep running it, you know, run it a couple times, and you'll understand your way around it. And remember, since this is not an energy draining event, you do want to still be efficient, because we don't know how long we'll have this event till. You want to take utmost advantage of it while it's here. And they're gonna set up another event, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so for this boss, he's more so weak to holy, rain, and I believe wind as well. Maybe some ice. Throw some ice in there. With those elements right there, definitely help you take care of this dude. I'm about to enter the boss fight very soon right here. So right now I have my rhyme out. I'm gonna switch over to my strongest weapon before I use Lancelot. Lancelot's not really strong against Spectre. She's rather weak against Spectre. So that's why I'm trying to actually build up Oda to start fighting this boss, which she is actually its kryptonite. But because of my high range element and high attack power, I'm able to carry myself through the dungeon or hold my own. And that's not a bad amount of nails for the first time. It also looks like it's been dropping more and more nails, because I feel like before it was not dropping nails at this rate. I feel like it was dropping nails like one by one when this event first started. It's been probably like a week into the event, and now it seems like they just increased the drop rate, which is awesome. And it's really helpful for those that cannot do hell. And so you saw how quickly Rain took care of him on hell. Rain is probably the most useful element for this event. So you have a lot of bow users, you have a lot of spear users, even some axe users, you know, anything that has like range skills, or any build you have that have range skills. You want to find a buddy with rain element or wind element and help you take care of them. Alright, so from there, say you collect some nails or a certain amount of nails that you want to collect. After collecting some of those nails, it'll ask you to find Hideyoshi Toyotomi right here, right in front of me with the red hair. The first person you talk to when you got to the island. She's actually going to be based on the other side of this island right here. I'm gonna show you exactly where she's gonna be so that you can find her. After you find her, she's gonna unlock that Forbidden Nail dungeon for good, so that you can continue to farm for other items around this island. And so to find her, you want to make sure you make your way down to this area, and from here you will find her. Once you do find her, oh crap, I'm trying to stay on the path. Once you do find her, she will give you the reward for your first scroll of getting Oda. As you seen lastly, I showed you that I upgraded my Oda to 5 scrolls. So after she reaches about 8 scrolls, I'm gonna start using her for this dungeon, and I know I can hold my own DPS wise and get there. But if you see a teammate around, they'll help you out. For example, here's Maki here. I'm not gonna turn down the help. I don't know what happened. That's funny. But yeah, maybe they were like going for somebody else. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But anyway, so I'm gonna dismiss this because that thing was going crazy. And so after unlocking everything, you'll have the watermelon dungeon available to you over there, and you'll have the forbidden nail dungeon available to you, which is awesome. After that, you will see, well, this is what I see. This is my first time doing this event, so this is what I see. Others see different, I believe. But yeah, so I can't really talk to Oda, but I can talk to Toyotomi, which gives me the treasure chest 9 on Kurapon. And these, I'm going to show you the list of items you can possibly get. For those that have had this game for a while, you'll kind of understand what these items do and how useful these items can be. You can reset this thing a total of, I think, 9 times, and you already start out with a lineup. So in total, this event will give you 10 fallen crosses. If it gives you 1 every time you complete all the prizes. I make sure I complete all the prizes because I've seen a lot of great items in this event that really help. Me also being a weaponsmith, I like to get items that help me make some of the hardest to craft weapons in the game, which also make me stronger, but also it kind of gives me like when I make my weapons, is motivation to sell them for cheap to my teammates or to price them reasonably to like other players to help them get stronger, but in exchange they'll help me get some in-game currency for grinding it out for them. And that's just like a shortcut for those players that don't have the time to put, you know, into this game, but they do have, you know, money, or, you know, they're willing to save up some money to get what they need, and they know what they need. Let's see. I got blueprints, Yokai War Fans. Got a bunch of gems. I love these full energy restoratives. They are limited, so you definitely got to use these limited ones before you use all your other restoratives. Get some artisan swords. All these things are useful for me, honestly. Let's look. These Kampai towels. All these Kampai towels are very useful as well. They can help you build up your vanguards. So just collecting them will help you build up a vanguard that's maybe, I would say, not so easy to level. So you don't even have to waste weapons on that. Or just use, you know, say you have you've used up all your weapons and you really need to get this, you know, Vanguard max. You would use the gold compact tiles, you know, so on and so forth. If you're just starting out a Vanguard and you don't want to use, you know, those weapons, you say you got some higher level weapons and you don't want to use them, you know, to build your Vanguard up from base, you can go ahead and put some bronze in there. Utilize the bronze compact tiles, and then, you know, you'll get others. Got some mega potions. Those potions very helpful. And these are my babies right here. These stones help me out a lot. They help me out a lot when I'm making weapons. These weapons, like these certain weapons, ask for a lot of stones. Some stones are easy to get your hands on, but some of them are just really tough. Especially if you're making more than one weapon, or, you know, you're a weaponsmith like myself. These seedlings are really helpful for me right now. I'm gonna actually start to I'm actually start like making my completion. So that's very helpful to me. This hemlock is very helpful to me. These radiant spines are helpful for me when I'm gonna be making my T-mod. So that's really cool. Moss scales, because I am gonna be making my fallen star very soon. I needed some gold and helm fragments to help me with this fallen star as well. So all these things are really cool. They can also help you out in making, I think, I plan on making my Supreme as well whenever we do get that back. Whenever we get that back. Point metals are always good. Ornament handles, all of some of these are really good for ornamentations, which I'm definitely gonna need to put on my mags as I get them, as I craft them. But yeah, all this stuff is cool. I think Maki got DC'd. I'm about to check it out. Yeah, I think Maki got DC'd, but I'll join up as many nails as I can get my hands on. If you do hell, you roughly get about 800 nails at a time, and that's really good. So that means like if you do 2 runs of hell, you get like 16,000 nails, and you only need about close to 2,000 nails. And this is the other shop I forgot to show you guys. You can get this swimwear outfit for Izuna and Incognito. These are good for mags, certain mags in the game, very powerful mags. I turned those forbidden nails. I always use this item exchange. Turn my forbidden nails into Onigiri melons. So basically, for this many forbidden nails that I just got, I can get 282 Onigiri melons, which is really nothing, because every time you roll in the exchange, it gives you like, for every 100 Onigiri melons, you get 10 rolls, so you get 10 items. The entire thing gives you 200 items. So basically, that's why I try to save up about 2,000 forbidden nails, or a little over that if I can. Exchange them, and then, no, actually 3,000 would be a lot better. But anyways, you save up that many, and you just go to work. Save up that many, you go to work. Let me actually do that math right now. So right now, I only have, right now in the treasure chest. Wait, is he in? Or is that him over there? Let me see. That's not going to keep in. He's probably inside. So I'm going to go ahead and hop inside it on there. Alright, so I got 150 items, right? Well, it's 200 items in total. First, I'm gonna calculate 200 items in total. So 200, you divide that by, you wanna divide that by the, is it the 10? I think I'm tripping, yo. But I know I have 150 items left to get. I'm gonna divide that by 10, which is 15. You multiply the 15 by 100, so I come out to 1,500, which I thought in my head is what I was gonna go for. So I'm gonna save up. I already got 500. So I need 1,000 more forbidden nails to finish getting the rest of the prizes from that treasure chest. And I literally got 500 from like one run. So basically, if you get 500 a run from doing hard and 800 a run from doing hell, it's like, yeah, there's a difference. It's like a 300 nail difference, but at the same time, it's just whatever is most efficient for you. And so I just exchanged those. I don't even touch the watermelon dungeon. I don't know if that's a glitch. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. But I don't even touch the other dungeon. That's just what I do. But message Monkey Bay. See if he was just trolling me or he's actually running or doing something else. Hey, what's up, Royally? It's been a while since I talked to you. I'm good. Just running this event. Sitting in my room with this freaking heater on, trying to warm up, man. It's getting cold, like, whew, it's getting cold. Yeah, it is getting cold. Honestly, they've been trying to keep us entertained a bit. I'm gonna say these events been decent. You could see value in the events, but it just depends on what you're missing, honestly. So for the people that are very far in the game, you could take like small values from the events that just passed. Yeah, they are recycling, but some of them they're recycling, I feel like, the wrong way. Like, for instance, this event, the last time this event was here, I actually had like what was it, I think it was like bug catching, and it had Sailor Saratobi. And so, yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, so basically, they were having the Sailor Saratobi as a Vanguard. I have her. I'm glad I didn't neglect that event. I didn't run it or grind it as much as I should have back then. I didn't know how important she was going to be to me. And another event that I really missed out on was the Zunko event, and I'm so upset with myself for not taking that event serious. At that time I was playing other games, you know, and I wasn't even this deep into Oni. You know, I knew the direction I wanted to go in Oni, but I was just so, you know, my power in the game was so insignificant that, like, you know, I had a group of friends help me out, and it was just sucked. You know, it really sucked for me. Now looking back on those events, I'm like, yo, like, what did I do to myself? Yeah, y'all. I want y'all back so bad, like, and they just won't bring it back. Like, they know that this is the bread and butter right here. This will get everybody back on Oni. If you say, yo, I'm bringing back the Yogg other side weapon, and, like, you know, like, bringing back Zunko with her, even if they don't bring back the Vanguard, you know, Zunko, I just want those skills. I want to replace these tornado shots. They are terrible. And, like, yo, that will literally get people back onto Oni. They know how to do it. I just feel like they're trying to be a money grab, stay a money grab, you know, and it's not really working out for them. For those events, they also know that those certain events will definitely not only bring people back, but they would have to work on their servers a lot more. So for instance, basically, so right now we don't have too many people on the Onigiri server. I say we probably got less than 200 people a day that log in. So what that means for them is that that's just like, it's like this game is low maintenance, and meanwhile somebody's probably still getting Onigiri coins because they changed the shopping plaza around a little bit, you know. Somebody needs something in game and they're charging for that. But they really need to, they really need to bring back one of these awesome events. The silhouette event was awesome too. I'm so glad I capitalized on that. That actually made my build what it is today, and it was freaking awesome. It was freaking awesome. And that itself was kind of a Yogg in itself, the silhouette event. So it was really cool. Well, yeah, I wish they would bring back those things. If I did get the Yogg back with the knowledge mags, I could definitely start capitalizing on making my Tiamat weapon. I could use my night sky to kill Tiamat. Start making my Nadir, you know, all these other things. It would just open up the door for me to just get so much stronger. But it's like, you know, they bringing back all of these other bosses too, like bosses we've never seen before, and it's like they're trying to keep the guys that are already at 130 and up, you know, stuff like that. Guys that are far into the game, they're trying to keep them interested. But in all honesty, it's like those are only bosses that literally probably like 10% of the game or less can kill. 10% of the game or less can kill those guys. So it's not as much of a money grab as they really playing it. Like right now, Cyberstep is tripping. Like they're doing some wild stuff. They're doing some wild stuff. They're losing everybody to Genshin. I tried to play Genshin. I couldn't really get into it. To the point where I'm willing to spend that same amount of time. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And it's because like they did it. I feel like they did it to themselves. But I wish they let people, like, have they been letting people know on social media that you know PlayStation is like about to lose soon? Or is it just like something that you guys can see for the foreseeable future? Because they're not, if they're recycling, that ain't good. Because PlayStation is supposed to be like trying to catch up to PC, right? And if they're recycling, that means that they are not so much caring about these servers at all, or they don't have enough people to code different events, or are they even, you know, responding to people on social media that follow them? I remember back when I was on Xbox probably about a year or two ago, man, yo, I would look at like some of these posts for updates. Got you. Yeah, because people used to be in a rift and everything. Like, people used to be in a rift, but they know what to do. Like, take Fortnite, for example. Fortnite has been doing things to get people back on their game. As much as they have fallen off because of, you know, keeping some content around that a lot of players don't agree with, they have been coming out with some very, very awesome events that like engage like all ages, and they're like, yo, true. Even if they do like, I don't mind some of these recycled events, but they gotta be like events of value. Like, they gotta be better. He said he couldn't enter. I'm sorry. I know he mad at me. He like, yo, what is this dude doing? Like, he's been talking like 10 years. But yeah, so one thing, the plus side to all of this is that I feel like it's waking, you know, it's waking up some of the community members to understand and value, you know, put value in front of things that they didn't before, and helping other players and stuff like that, you know, just making the community better. Like, think about it. If you're the top dog, you're the best in the game, what is the best thing that you can do to ensure that the community, you know, is taken care of? Right. The thing that I would do is I would definitely, if I had that power, I would create content to bring awareness to issues in the game. Oh yeah, I like it. That Makame armor is just, It's lit, man. It's lit. I had to, man. When I seen that armor was like actually a great design, I was like, yo, he's got a nice little ice theme to it. And I also have Makami too. So it looks even cooler when I'm riding on him as a mount. But yeah, that armor is freaking sick. I'm ready for these events to return though, and a lot of the toxicity. Oh my god, I cannot say it. You know what I'm trying to say. All of it is gone, just like you said, and I'm not. No, not all of it. Most of it is gone. Majority of it is gone. And it helps out a lot. This should be a game that's fun for everybody. Yeah, a lot of toxic people. I couldn't really stand, you know, higher levels when they would criticize, but they weren't willing to help people get better. They also, a lot of them were pay to win, and they gotta understand a lot of people can't do that. So because you are able to do so, like, and you make it, you know, the grind much easier, kudos to you. I don't take any hard work away from them. Being pay to win, if you have it, you have it. It's more convenient for you time wise, but if you're making it work, you know what you're doing. But it's just, you know, like, people gotta be considerate of others, and you gotta help people out. You know, it's almost like in the real world, you have people that are like rich and stuff, and when you get to that point where you're like rich, it's like, come on, man, like, you gotta do certain things. Don't just be selfish with all of that you have. You know, there's things that you can do, even if it's little things, you know, can really help others grow with you. I always said to myself, if I ever got to the point where I'm that successful, the most like rewarding aspect of it would be, like, my mindset would be to like try to get people to grow with me. While he's attacking, so yeah, man, like, I think that's the most rewarding, is just having that to where, you know, you can say, hey man, not only did I help my family, help my friends out, but I helped the whole community of people, and I helped build myself a legacy to be remembered on this earth. But people, like community leaders on games like these, should be thinking the same way. Think about if every community leader, now there's some great communities out there for gaming, but the fact that this community's not really where it should be, it's been out for a while now. It's been out long enough for it to have already developed, you know? And it's kind of a shame that it hasn't. This is a free-to-play game, first of all. So consider that it's free-to-play. Like, why hasn't it hit that point? There are people streaming on Fortnite that literally give out like free skins. So why can't, you know, somebody stream here on this game and literally be like, yo, I'm willing to give out like a free nadir to somebody, or a free, you know, like big time weapon, or you know, something. Just an idea, just an idea. I know it takes a lot of hard work, but you know, just an idea of certain things you could do. Or you know, I'll give somebody some PlayStation, give them some PlayStation points. So basically it's just like these events like can really these events are supposed to be things that bring together the community, but if the company itself is not bringing in these events that bring the community together, then what do you expect them to do? But still, on the other hand, you can blame some of the community leaders, you can blame some of the guys that's been, you know, been around, and you're like, yo, at the end of the day, they can always point at the company itself. They can always point at the company itself. But if a company does not give them the reason to do that, then like you can kind of weed out the bad apples. You can ignore the bad apples. You can move on from that, and a good community-based game is going to prosper. Fortnite community, yeah, it's a bunch of, you know, it's a bunch of kids, you know, for the most part. But in the same sense, you know, they got the backing of the parents. You know, they do so many things to keep the kids engaged. They do so many positive things as far as like events. They keep things involved. They keep them, it's like Fortnite in a sense is almost like cool math games, but like way cooler than that. It's like it gives them objectives. It gives them like objectives and stuff. And this is just, you know, me just talking honestly, and it's just truly what I believe is what should be right for a game. I'm no game developer or anything, but that's just the type of environment I would love to game in, you know. Or if I were to like invest into a gaming community or something as a fan, I would be like, yo, like yo, they are doing good on that side. I like what they're doing. Like, how do I get involved with that? That is awesome. I'm not really a Fortnite player, honestly. I recently got back on because of their last event. I like to collect their skins. That's one of the cool things I like about it. And they've had some really fire events too. Not really a Fortnite player, so to speak, but I do like how engaged they are as a company to give them everything. You know, they give them patch notes, they give them content updates, and I know a lot of this is based off of funds and how the game's doing, but a company definitely can bring in that revenue. I don't know exactly what the marketing plan for Cyberstep is. For all we know, they could be anticipating, you know, they might go through social media, be like, hey, we're gonna come out with this YOG event soon, everybody needs to log back in, and not give us like a timestamp or when it's coming back out, but and just sell it that way to make sure that everybody logs back on so they can anticipate it. But you know, they're waiting too long, and by doing that they're kind of burying themselves, as to where other games, they give you a actual timestamp and they try to stick to it. When they say that they're going to give you when they say they're going to give you like accommodations and stuff like that for messing up a timestamp on an event that you guys were anticipating, they make sure they follow through. They make sure they follow up. It's a lot of reasons to be mad at Cyberstep, but it's a lot of things that we could do community based first that can get some longevity out of the game, in hopes of the company improving the game. I ain't really try to get in too deep, but you know, this is all like in my head, like when it comes to the community. I would love to be a community leader, but I'm just not there yet. Yeah, so I've had like, coming back, I've met some really cool players, and I've actually had some success in finishing up that clan. Well, I'm not gonna say finishing up, but starting up that clan of mine. It's had, you know, for it to be what it is, it's been pretty successful so far, and it's had a lot of backlash too from the community, which I don't understand. But I try to ignore it, you know. I want it to be something positive for the community to see. Hopefully this clan goes far, and you know, we extend, you know, even further from just this in-game, you know, clan to something that's more. I just died and I couldn't even move. I'm in a loading screen. But yeah, to extend to like other games and stuff like that, and you know, just bring awareness to the game in general. This game needs it bad right now. It's dying, like people say it is. It's dying. He freaking destroyed this boss. Is this the freaking hell boss? Oh no, 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 that's the first boss. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. That's the first boss. So, in other words, oh, so when I actually get her max, then I can run this event like by myself type thing. So she's like buffed just for this event here. That's very good to know. Then that way I can help somebody else out. And plus I have rain element to back up her skills and her attack power, so yeah, that's what I heard a lot of people say. But I guess if they're gonna recycle events, man, you might as well have them around, I guess, right? Alright, I'm gonna start shooting at it then. Awesome. But we don't like the idea of these recycled events, especially if they're not the most important ones. I don't mind recycled events sometimes, you know? Maybe I missed something and I was busy doing something the last time it came around. You know? But every so often, definitely they need to pop something new in a picture. To make you go, hey man, I want to get that. You know, we should get that. That's going to be a game changer. There's so many new bosses that they put on the game. Yeah. Yeah, if anybody votes on, I think they should have it to where they have us vote again. I think we definitely should get like Zonk or the Yogg again. Those two events, I would love to see a return. and just watch how many people hop back on the game. Watch how much more money, you know, they'll make. Honestly, I'm kind of afraid of hitting like 130 and up, because I feel like it's a point when like you hit 130 and up, it's like you like, it's like a point of no return in a way. I feel like I'm already there, but it's like they have it like really, really bad. Like, as in, when I say no return, it's like, say if you wanted to quit Oni or something, right? You hit 130, you got all these mags, you got all this stuff. You're just simply gonna throw it away because they stop coming out with updates, you know? Or you're gonna keep playing, helping other people, or you're gonna keep playing towards your goals, you know, that you already set out. But eventually you'll run out of stuff, and they've been trying to add more and more content for them, you know. And it's cool that they got their, you know, they got their purg event they can run, they got new bosses they can run. That's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. But at the same time, us guys down here, we're still struggling. Not gonna lie to you. A lot of us are still struggling. I'm still waiting to replace these tornado shots with these Zunko skills. I'm trying to get Zunko myself so that I can actually effectively start running this freaking Dark Fin for these ice and dark weapon, you know. Realistically, without teaming up, there's no way we can complete the purg event. There's no way I'm gonna kill purg in time to get some items out of there that will actually benefit me or be worth my time. There's no way. So that's why I would definitely call it a 130 event. And so to me, it's not even an event, you know. It's specific. It's too specific. Also, I haven't seen any spirit instance come back to Lancelot at all. I've been trying to make my Supreme. I just got done making my Rev. I've had the Rev for about 2 months now. But I can't even make my Supreme without that thing. And it's been like at least 4 events that have gone by, maybe more than that. I have waited for the instance to be available. It's not here. Don't tell me that was like a 1 or 2 event type thing. I am still getting frozen. I will say this, I've been very loyal to Oni. But the fact that we are trying to find replacements, you know, to buy some time until Oni gets exciting again, that should never happen, you know? Or it should be communicated, hey, you know, because of COVID, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. You know, we understand it was a tough time. Xbox came to an end, so I actually came from Xbox, and you know, that was sad. I'm glad I left that community a while back. I've been on PlayStation for, this is my second year on PlayStation, in the PlayStation community. So I'm glad I left them a while back, because that got very, very sad. They got really, really sad. For those Xbox players, whether it was EU, it didn't matter who they were. It was just very sad. It was just very, very unfortunate. I still had a lot of communication with those guys that were still toughing it out on Xbox, and you know, those that were less fortunate to not be able to have a PlayStation or not be able to have a PC to continue playing only, and they only had an Xbox. That's just really, really sad. They put in all that work and it just got thrown away. And I think the excuse, like, Cyberstep really didn't come up with an excuse, but you can almost kind of like get the conversation that was had, and the conversation probably went off of the effects of COVID, which we can kind of understand in a sense, trying to control and fund like 3 different systems. But it wasn't like the money was really stopping, you know? The money was not really stopping. It just, the money was not coming in at the same rate that it was before. I don't know if they moved on to other projects or what else they've been doing, but they've gotten these communities and they just like kind of kicked Xbox to the side and was just like, yo, instead of letting them have fun for a bit and saying, hey man, we're gonna make, you know, to say thank you for those guys that have been sticking around with us, we're gonna give this for free and that for free, let you guys have these items if you haven't gotten them already. And here's we're saying sorry that the server's about to close, stuff like that. It was none of that, man. It was more so like, thank you for the money you spent. You know, we got 2 other guys, you know, 2 other children to worry about describing the servers, so we don't really need you type thing. So that was kind of, it was just messed up to hear. Guys on the Xbox server like taking pictures and stuff, invite me back to take pictures with them, which I definitely wanted to join. My schedule was a little bit different though from theirs, so unfortunately that didn't happen. But just having connections with those guys, I definitely was and always was a part of that community. But once I started seeing that shutdown and once I started experiencing like not having updates for like a year, like a full year, you would have like, you have like 1 update a year, and it wasn't even something that was like game changing. I'm talking about events that should be game changing, but you literally like would get if you did get a decent event, you would get one of those events that should have like a part 2, and you wouldn't even get to part 2. It was just so bad. And I would definitely not want to see that happen to the PlayStation community, since there's so many more players. A lot of people was the company used to complain about not getting funded as much because of the GG glitch that they used to have on Xbox, that would literally give us like god tier roles and stuff, where we could pretty much get exactly what we wanted if we did the glitch correctly, which it was like a game breaking glitch that they could never fix, no matter the update that they brought. And that wasn't, you know, that was out of the control of most people. The game itself is a grindy game, and I can respect that, but I would definitely not take it out on people. You know, I would definitely not take it out on players by not giving them updates just because they don't have to pay for certain things. You know what I mean? They should, like, they were still paying a lot of money just for trading, because the taxes, kind of like how it is now on PlayStation, was just crazy on like the bazaar. You actually had to pay for the bazaar. Like, you had to pay for the gold, like, bazaar ticket in order to trade your items. It was terrible. That's something that a lot of cats on PlayStation or PC has never experienced. So for me to experience that, it's like, yo, this community, what we have right now, like everybody that we have right now, is like, bro, can do major things. Really can. They really can make a difference. They really can. I'm talking about level caps. This game, I've seen 135s. I remember, bro, like on Xbox, like 120s. And it was just the amount of toxicity was just unworldly. Alright, can't get no more forbidden nails. Says it's making you want to get on. I mean, if you already got everything, it's not really that important, you know. But I mean, I know I can definitely utilize this event. At least there's still events coming out, and so I'm just so appreciative of, you know, just making the move that when I did it and being able to still enjoy Onigiri for what it was, you know. I mean, you know, and so I'm like, yo, like, I can't believe I missed this event. Like, these events I missed. Like, when I came in, the YOG event, when I first started PlayStation Onigiri, the YOG event had just passed. Like, I mean, like, I'm like a day late on the y'all event. Yeah, they are. They are. Oh, I got timed out. Dang, that's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna reboot back up. I'm gonna have to end the stream though.